my god. I got you, John.
Never a dull moment with you.
Yeah. I was waiting for him. Like, once he said, I'm like, I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna fucking wheel that shit back. Yeah, none of this is going in. It's just fucking around. All right. Okay. What's up, motherfuckers? This is the Rogue and Famous podcast with your host, Justin Jones of the band Rogue Fame. And here we got our guest, Tones, and he's the bass player of Rogue Fame. And yeah, it totally wasn't an accident that you just were at the studio at the time and I didn't have a guy cancel on me. So now, yeah, this was planned. Yes. But here we're just going to be talking about, I guess, Rogue Fame shit, I guess, and probably some of the slum stuff because we were both in both of those bands at a certain time, and now it's just Rogue Fame now. So it's a lot of self-promotion on top of self-promotion. So you're going to get the insights on what the fuck we've been doing for the last, 6-7 months we haven't performed and shit. And everything else in between before that. So, how are you doing, Tones?
Pretty good, very humbled by life, for sure. Yeah.
What's humbled you?
A lot of mistakes, honestly, not to go that route, but you do go through life with trial and error, and it's pretty fascinating how if you don't want to learn the right way, then okay, you're going to learn the wrong way, and that's where it sucks and it's heavy, so.
I feel you on that, man.
I've been doing a little bit of both here and there, good and bad, so.
Yeah. What are you trying to improve upon on right now? What's the main thing right now?
Discipline. Just keeping myself on track, daily routine, and my attendance, scheduling, timing, and all that. With work, I work different 1099 jobs. Now I have a W-2 job and a band, and working as a stagehand. So
yeah, with the guy who owns this studio that we rent out, John. He's right here. Say hi, John. Just kidding. Don't say nothing. Just kidding. Yeah. You do a lot. You're like that Mexican chick from Austin and Ally. Just 90 jobs. You ever watch Austin and Ally?
Yeah, but I don't know which one you're talking about.
That's the chubby Mexican chick. I forgot her name.
Oh, Trisha.
Yeah. She had a job in every fucking scene. She'd be garbage lady, then the cafeteria lady.
That's hilarious.
And fucking, being your gardener at the same time. Crazy shit.
Spam risk call.
Yeah. Mute that shit, yo.
Yeah, honestly.
No calls.
I don't know who they are. It's Randy Rodriguez.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's like, you talking shit, bitch. Put respect on my name.
Yeah.
Like that. But before I came, I'd call you because I have your location and shit. Basically, your second wife at this point. I was just like, oh, he's at the studio. Thank God. And then I called you, and then I guess you were in the middle of going through the first bass track on the first song that we're recording for the record. Yeah.
Rogue Fame.
Rogue Fame.
New obsession.
Yeah, you're doing that song first.
Yeah.
You're just getting the feel of it though, right? It wasn't recording.
Yeah, exactly. The structure. We're doing structure right now. We're not doing tone. And so we're just having John, our producer, understand. Also the boss. He doesn't really. He haven't heard the bass, So you've been working with him, doing vocals.
Literally everything else, but guitars, wiping my ass pretty much. Yeah, he wipes it for me.
Yeah. And so it's been fun, Now I get to finally get a feel for it, and it's been a long time, and I've been wanting to work with John for almost 5 years now. I met him in 21 or 2020, I forgot what it was, but at this actually at Daydream
Time Machine.
Yeah, Daydream Time Machine, one of their shows. Which was pretty cool. And they're next door.
Yeah. They made a guest appearance without walking in on the last pod. They were playing. I was like, oh shit.
Nice.
We luckily edited out most of the stuff. We still got the bass from the audio.
Free advertisement.
Yeah. They're cool. I got to see them perform the show that they were practicing for on Valentine's. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I wish I could say that. How was that, man?
It was really good. I know you couldn't make it because your lady's birthday is on Valentine's. Yes. Doesn't that, I just look at that, I'm like, oh, that sucks. You got to do double duty, dude. Every year.
I mean, it could be sucked, but it could just it's more of all right, how much can you pull off this year, So it's not even that, but I like to show my appreciation. She does a lot for me. Does a lot of me. And
that too. I'm amazing.
And so I got my car impounded. She got it out. That was freaking awesome,
That's right.
We had an apartment. We were a big team together, So through thick and thin for real, you know, and like yeah.
Just
It's not easy, you know, but it's definitely fun and an adventure. And we just got married on October 31st, so Halloween, 2025. So
yeah. So
newlyweds.
you definitely fucked us on the holiday shows, like busiest times of the year.
Yeah,
like I gotta fill in,
or we can make it more spontaneous.
like, babe, the show's for us. Like,
yeah.
It's for
Exactly.
us.
Yeah,
oh my god. Yeah, we could play it a certain way. We could angle it. We're like, so she's like, it's for me.
I'm flying down the freaking stage like
yeah, like in a Cupid
like a
dress
pastor.
or something, or a pastor for Halloween or what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mega church.
Yeah. Didn't you tell me that story? I know you're trying to propose to her for a while, but then like I think it was, when was it? You took her to like a graveyard to watch like it was Addams Family or something like that.
Yeah. I took her to an Addams Family. What's it called?
Something in Hollywood, right?
Like a reshowing. I don't forget what it's called. But yeah, they were premiering at a graveyard.
Yeah.
In Hollywood's graveyard. It was really cool, you know. And then I tried taking her, you know, like I wanted to make it special and like, you know, propose to her at a maybe not so special at a graveyard site. But I was like, we're getting married on October 31st. I already had that in mind. We kind of agreed on that one day, you know. So yeah, I wanted to do it like that, but she was really scared, so it didn't work out.
Yeah, you told me because like she's all into the spooky shit too. I mean, I've seen your apartment when you had it, and you had all like the spooky stuff, all like the like burlesque model looking things too. Like we basically had the same, you know, aesthetic too. So I really like that apartment. But you gave her shit for it like afterwards or something, right? Because it's like you tried taking her alone somewhere to go do the proposal, but then she's like, no, it's fucking scary.
Yeah,
it's like, how the fuck you gonna be like, oh, you're Morticia, and I'm like, fucking go, man. You can't even sit there and fucking walk around some ghosts.
Probably seen something spiritually, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she fucking told me a story or two. Like, remember that time it was me, you, our old drummer Nick, and then Maylene, and they're telling like crazy, like you're telling crazy like church stories because Nick's dad is like a pastor, so he's super close to like spiritual religion stuff. So like there'd be like he said when we played the whiskey, he felt something on him afterwards. Like he went to his dad to go like not exercise him, but you know, bless him and stuff. And I was like, what? That's like, you didn't tell me this shit for months. Like all of a sudden it's just like, oh, that's a thing. What the fuck?
Yeah.
She was freaky. I don't know. I was just talking with some Canadian girl the whole fucking night, so I didn't see no spirits other than the fucking whiskey in the whiskey, you know. Yeah. So I was just chilling.
Man. Nick was a good time. Good drummer.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him the other day before I went to the gym and stuff. Like, we'll call still periodically, like text. We're always like, he's always saying we should go get sushi, bro. And I'm like, yeah, and then like we just never do it. But yeah, I don't know. I know a few new spots. Like every now and then I'll go in LA and get something, and he'll be like, dude, that's so bomb. I'm like, we should get some, and then yeah, it just never happens.
There's actually a really good spot, but it's pretty far. It's in Laverne. It's called Kaiba, Kaiba. $1 beers.
Would you just go there for the beer, no sushi?
Well, you gotta buy something, but yeah, then you get $1 beers.
Yeah. John, what's that spot we went to? That sushi spot. I got like this big ass seared salmon piece. Hemo. Yeah. I need to go there. Again. That shit was a great thing. Oh my god, I miss it so much. I just can't remember the name. I know it's up there, up northern Pomona or something like that.
Oh no, it was over by Riverside Drive, I think.
Riverside Drive? Okay.
On the other side of the 71.
Okay. I'll make sure to note that because that'd be like my new girl taking spot, you know? I need new spots like that. But what were we talking about before that? It was like, yeah, I need to make new spots. I keep taking them the same thing, and I'm just like, this is getting old. I can't keep eating at the same burrito spot, you know?
I mean, there's a good vegan spot. The food tastes like literally as if it wasn't vegan. Burreguitas, is that how you say? Yeah.
Burreguitas.
Fire. Pomona. Really good. Mom and pop shop, too. I love supporting mom and pops, man.
I'll put that on my list.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before all like the whole wifey stuff? It was like Daydream, right? The show.
Oh yeah.
That one pretty cool. Before that, I was at a Revel Girl show. Shout out to Revel Girl. They're my homies. I was at their show beforehand. I had signed up for like a cool thing that I've never seen a promoter do was the blind date sign up thing, and I was like, fuck it, I just filled out a thing. I felt cringe like filling it out, but I was like, whatever. And then
but that's part of the how do you say it? participation.
Yeah.
Like how do you expect things to grow and expand? Like if you're like, oh, that's corny, or this and that.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I was still doing it, so I was being cringe about like my own memes.
Yeah, maybe it's cringe, but you fucking just try it out. Like,
I did though. I was like, let's just go there.
Cool.
I'm more of a yes guy at this point. I'll usually say yes to most things, and I was like, fuck it. And then I was in one of my, crazy outfits as, I wear weird shit. My sequence leopard outfit thing. That shit. People be loving that shit lately. This is just one of my cheaper coats, but it's still pretty nice. But I wore that, and we are just the girl came, I think, like an hour and a half late, like to the thing, and like it was pretty awkward. It wasn't me. It was like totally like a her thing. I was trying to like just be cool, but. They kind of just fills it out pretty quick. She left within the hour just because she got overwhelmed by how many people were there. It was a lot of people. Like, it was fucking filled, which is like...
Rebel show?
Oh, Revel Girl show, yeah. It was pretty cool. I bumped into Brian from Rangoon. I'm going to have him on the pod at some point, too. He's a cool dude. They play like it's like indie, but they like combine like this Western aesthetic to it, which is actually like pretty out there. I've never seen anybody do that, and they have pretty cool shows. So, I'll definitely have him on the pod at some point. But I met him there, just talked shit with some other people, and then I bounced to the Daydream show down the street, and I got to talk shit with Gallo, who, like, runs the Cathedral. Pretty cool guy. Shout out to Gallo. But, yeah, that show was cool. He was, Gallo usually controls, like, the fog machine, so whenever, the bands play, they goes, it fucking explodes up. And Daydream had, like, some trippy, like visual art because you could upload it to the computers and it's just looped in. They had a lot of cool shit from their music videos and just like little hazy things, kind of like the stuff like you picture like the slums, like
yeah.
And people don't know that, but like I joined the slums, which was your band at the time, and I remember when we met like in person for the first time because I remember we played like this weird musical peekaboo for a long time where I'd be like, oh, hey, we should jam. And it just never happened. And then you'd be like, oh, we should jam. Never happened. And then eventually you're like, oh, we do need a drummer. And it was you and Randy. And I was just like, fuck it. And it wasn't even an audition. We were just playing at that point. And it was just the three of us, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. That was kind of interesting because, I've always heard about you before. And I never met you or seen you or anything, So I was like, all right, whatever. And this is the time where, like, I'm like, well, let's just explore. And we need musicians in our band. And, like, because I want to keep this going. I've been doing it since 2017. We've been through various musicians in various positions as well. So,
it's crazy. Some of the band members that left the slums, like, at some point, what was his name? Burns or something? It was Burns.
Yeah.
Like, he's in Cold Cut now, which is crazy. That was just like a feeder tube to go to like another band.
Right.
Really, that's pretty sick. That's
yeah. Me too. I thought that was fucking awesome because like, perfect match. You know what I mean? He was amazing. Like obviously, I'm like, I don't want you to leave the band, but you got your own goals or maybe your own journey, what I mean?
Different strokes for different folks,
Exactly, So, but like, man,
they be doing some cool shit.
Shred, dude. Yeah, Cold Cut, badass. Yeah. I like them.
I watched them a few times.
I really like them. We've done a lot of shows together, so they're cool. They supported us a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Before they were like Cold Cut,
the Motown sound.
Yeah,
they switched up, right?
What's
I was
cool
like rock.
About them, they're very humble in that way. They're supporting the locals.
Yeah, I remember telling it was Elmar, right? Elmar.
Yeah.
He I remember hitting him up. I had met him a few times, but then I actually like dug into like his old stuff or their old stuff. Like a lot of it sounded like ZZ Top and like very hard rock and roll. I was like, oh shit, you guys sounded like this before? That's crazy. But like I see like the reason for a switch. I mean, I think I seen Bass Rep kind of post something where like at some point he wanted to like quit, but then they just decided to switch sounds and it just clicked and it worked. And then what's it called? I talked to Lou mainly. Now just because I don't know, like we just kindred spirits like that. But like he's the bass player and he gets off stage too a lot and he does like duck walks and cool shit like that.
Lou's fucking crazy. Yeah, one gig, not to jump off topic, but yeah, I kind of missed it, but I seen on
The one where he
Instagram
pet his
story.
head or something?
Maybe, but like he smashed the keyboard on the ground, and I was like, "Oh shit, dude!"
Oh,
like,
yeah, I think he told me
like,
about that shit.
Like, he was just fucking shredding on it, half broken, and then it was like pretty cool.
He told me a story. I asked him like, what was his craziest gig? And this is when I first met him. Like, he already knew me, and I'm like, I didn't know we even followed each other. I was like, oh shit. So when they played the Hideaway Cafe, this was like a long time ago, but he told me that like this one time, this drummer he had like this cymbal that was kind of like, you know how they usually look like Jaws bit the fuck out of the cymbal and it looks all sharp and shit. I think he said it was roughly like that.
A lot of yours are like that.
Yeah. We're gonna upgrade soon and get some credit cards up in this bitch. But he said that like it kept moving a certain way, but then for a while the drummer never hit that cymbal during the set, and he's like he decided to lean his head for whatever reason, and literally when he leaned his head, the drummer hit that cymbal and it fucking like cut his like I forgot if he said his forehead or his temple or something, but he was bleeding, but he kept playing.
Nice.
And all that shit. And like I think they took him to the hospital afterwards. I don't remember the whole full story, but I'm just like, dude, like you're bleeding. like I've seen Zach Wilde fucking, cut his finger open, but like your head, dude, like during a show. Like it was a crazy fucking thing. But it's like all these musicians, that's why I have these people on these pods, is because they have interesting stories to tell. And it's like people want to hear that shit. They don't even know what's happening. Like we're not signed musicians usually, and we're like local or whatever, but that doesn't make it any less valid. It's the same shit. It doesn't matter if you're Dave Grohl, Ozzy Osbourne, or fucking me or you. It's like we're all the same. We all bleed the same. Like just because one person gets paid more or is like in some more credential shit doesn't mean shit. It's like we're musical people, So it's like I want people to hear these stories. It's crazy shit. So at some point I want to have all my friends and everybody on here at some point, and here we are checking you off. But I do want to know this, because I know we don't really deep dive off each other, even though we fucking perform and do all that shit. But like, when did you get into music? Were you like, what was like, boom, I want that, I want to play bass, I want to do all that shit.
Bass and getting into music was different. So like, I don't know. I think I was like 14. I was just like in my room, and I was like, oh, like I was really into hip hop, and
What were kind of some of the hip hop people you listened to?
At the time, I would listen to like Kid Cudi, like Tyga, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and Night Lavelle, freaking what's some other stuff? Can't remember. Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg actually, he was like going to Snoop Lion for a while.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so, like,
I remember those days.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, reggae is pretty cool, like, I like this.
What's up, man?
Yeah. So then I'm like, well, let's, like, explore more. And then I'm like, oh, like, Bob Marley was very famously known for his music, and so a bunch of other artists. And, like, Barrington Levy that I later found out about, but... At that time, when I was like 14, I was like, oh, cool, and I tried learning about Rastafari, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like grow out my hair, because like one of the, how do you say it? One of the things about Rastafari is that they don't cut their hair, not even like facial hair, like.
Oh yeah, it's everything stays.
Yeah.
Toe hairs, fucking pubes, everything.
So I thought that was very fascinating, and and not even like amputations or like any serious medical things. Like that's why like
that's Bob
they say
Marley
Bob
died.
Marley died, with the toe cancer. He didn't want to cut off his toe, So
yeah, like for me when I heard that, I was like, because I thought it was like the CIA did it, but it was like no, that was just because
maybe
of him.
dude. I don't know. Chris Cornell and freaking Chester died.
That's a little more sussy bussy, bro. I've heard weird shit about that they're lovers. I'm like, yes, they were lovers and they killed themselves. No,
lovers.
That's bullshit,
crazy.
But with the whole Bob Marley thing, I thought that was a little stupid. I'm like, really? You couldn't just, cheap, that's it, and then you can still play soccer and do whatever you want to do. Like, come on, guy. Like,
there's religion. People take religion seriously, and so with that, I was like, I grew out my hair to get dreads. Never became the dreads I wanted because
looks better like this. It's smooth.
Girls in high school were like, "Oh, I like your hair," and I was like, "Hey, hey,
they're just gonna go what they like."
So,
you're riding the wave,
Yeah, gotta,
You got the hair that don't care, man.
For sure, for sure. I always had like long hair, even before like I grew out my hair. I had like long hair that I would like comb up.
Oh, I do like the punk rock spikes.
Kind of, yeah. I had the spikes. I had the bowl where I would make it like into a bowl and
Like the Beatles?
no.
Oh
Like,
shit.
upside down bowl. Like
Oh my
all, like,
god.
pretty boy shit.
You put some fucking Maruchan in that bitch right there? Like,
Actually,
reverse it.
for my birthday, a homie brought cinnamon toast crunch. He's like, "Oh,
Aw.
we'll put it in your fucking hair and shit." And so he did.
He did.
Yeah.
So it's in the shape of a bowl.
Yeah.
And then did he put milk?
Luckily he didn't.
Oh,
but
my God.
Alejandro is cool.
It kind of reminds me of like, you know those straws they made that were like out of cereal too, like the Fruit Loop straws, and then you just munch on them afterwards.
I
like
wish
that.
Oh yeah. Those are cool. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember that. Like I was like, Mom, we need to get those. You know, it's just like we need those.
I actually want that right now. That sounds bomb as fuck.
Yeah, they're like Oreo ones, I think, and then like the regular Fruit Loop
Oreo's
ones.
dank.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Oreo's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard on the Oreo cookie, you know how it's all like has those weird designs on them. I heard there's like Illuminati or something.
Oh well, fuck. I don't know.
I'm like,
Then,
they're fucking delicious. I don't give a shit. Like,
if that's true, then I don't know.
yeah, I don't know about that.
But yeah, with the music and stuff, so Rastafari got me into learning about more music like reggae, and then I got into Nirvana because my cousins, they were into post-hardcore and punk.
Mhm.
So, my cousin Genesis, she was a bass player for this punk band, and my cousin Deanna was a lead guitarist for a post-hardcore band called Zephyr. And,
like the Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
yeah, it's
Zephyr.
but just Zephyr, and then I think there's I might be saying the name wrong, but
Well, it's
And then,
it's ZEPHR.
no,
right?
their band name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if there's more to it or it's just Zephyr.
Oh, okay.
And then my cousin's band was called Catch the Run. Fucking awesome, dude. Like, they were the shit. But
do they still play today or not?
nah, their lead singer went on his own way. But I got to see them when I was like 15. It was pretty badass. They threw a show in their backyard. Excuse me. And then so my cousin performed, Diana, and my cousin Genesis performed. They're sisters, and a couple other bands performed that night. They called it the Midnight Jukebox.
Midnight Jukebox.
Yeah, badass, fucking awesome. Keg all night.
Keg parties.
It was like the old times. So,
Yeah. Have you ever been to? Well, you've told me you used to throw shows like when you were in the slums prior to me joining.
Yeah. I'll get there right now. So meeting hanging out with my cousins, growing up with them all the time. They got me into music, and I actually asked my cousin Genesis, hey, actually before that, I met this guy named Brian. Like, he was gonna teach me guitar, but I couldn't play guitar good. I don't know why. So I just went to my cousin. I'm like, hey, can you teach me bass? She's like, fuck yeah. So she gave me this blue bass. It was an extreme knockoff fucking bass. Badass. I still love it to this day.
Is that the one you
mean
play?
tone, dude. I played it early day in the slums.
Oh,
but
okay. It's not the blue one you have right now.
no, that's a Squire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she taught me bass, and then later on they gave me a fucking Ibanez 5-string. So that was cool.
Oh, okay.
16th birthday, I got a Squire, and then I created a band with Randy, which was the drummer, and this guy named Brian in 2017.
Yeah, and Randy was he was drumming and singing usually, right? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't have like a lead singer other than him. Like he was the lead singer.
Lead guitarist Brian was the singer.
Oh, the singer. Also,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Randy would just hop off on some songs.
Yeah, they
Okay.
would. Yeah, take turns.
They'd switch off. Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of like the Eagles or some shit. Everyone kind of had their little spotlight.
Yeah, it was really cool. We were a fucking fire 3-piece. We expanded to a 5-piece because that's what we really wanted.
Well, you want
Rhythm
keyboard
and
stuff?
keyboard, yeah. So that like filled our sound up, and then we eventually things happened in the band. So like we went to a 4-piece, and then we had to find new members, and then became a 5-piece again, which was awesome. And then
Then I led up to like the shows and
4-piece,
stuff.
and then 5-piece, and then yeah.
So it just constantly back and
4
forth.
5
Trimming one and
6
getting
7.
a new one. 6 7. 6 7.
Yeah, so-
You heard it first, folks, on the pod. We finally did a 6-7 joke. Yada yada.
So that was cool. And then that's when we called you And that's when we were the last 4-piece. Our drummer Randy jumped to lead guitar and lead vocalist.
Yeah.
And you were drums. So
yeah, I know sometimes he probably did have a little trouble singing whilst doing some of those leads, just because they were so busy. You know, I obviously like some of those songs were already prior. Like he wasn't doing leads, he was on drums, right? So like he had to take the reins on that, and then that's when we had Caesar come in, right? And then he was the rhythm and doing those things that Randy couldn't maybe or whatever here and there. But yeah, I remember like when we played, what was it, the Mount Sac? What was it, like a Chinese New Year festival or something like that?
yes.
Yeah, that one, that was pretty cool. That's the first time I ever played on like a stage that big, like outside festival wise.
Yeah,
that shit was cool. I remember he almost pissed off, or he pissed off the sound guy. Kind of, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, Tones?" Because he came up late, you know, because you're like shit faced or something. And then
I was going through something in my life.
Yeah, that's fine. We already know we're not gonna talk about that.
But they called me.
Yeah.
They're like, "Dude, where you at?" I'm like, "What happened?" They're like, "We're gonna go on like right now." I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
So I had
a little bit to get here.
I had to wake up, throw my gear in my car, and then get gas, and then I drove over there. I barely made it, luckily.
Yeah, as we were setting up on stage, you walked up.
Yeah.
Which has been a reoccurring thing sometimes.
And then, so I pissed off the sound guy.
Well, because you brought up a beer, right?
Yeah,
but, like, you weren't supposed to.
I was just drinking, like, as I was, like, loading up, you know, because I was, like,
but
the whole night, the night before, I was, like, pretty gone. I was partying all day. That's why I was late.
Yeah.
But
so you can't get a hangover if you keep drinking.
exactly. Yeah. I think you'd be ready for my show. Yeah. 2 tall cans were good. So
yeah. But it was Andrew, and he's cool with us now. I still talk to him here and there. He's a cool guy. You know, because afterwards we like meshed it out.
Yeah.
He was cool.
Really cool at the end because I did apologize. I said sorry, you know, and he was very like forgiving, and he was like, "Hey, it's cool, dog."
Well, because there wasn't alcohol allowed there. Funny enough, it's a festival.
It wasn't even his rules. Yeah.
So he was just trying to protect the show.
Yeah.
But that almost fucked us out of a sound guy.
Yeah.
We're the last band too, I think. But it was cool. Like when we like played it. It was a rough start, I think, in the beginning, because like I think that intro we had just wasn't like tight enough yet. But we eventually figured it out. We killed the rest of the set, and then like I remember some guys coming up to us, like these 2 big like white dudes. They're like, "Yeah, bro, we heard you from down the street. Like we need you to fucking come here and listen to you." And I thought that shit was cool, you know. And I had a few friends come, and one of them recorded us, so we got to, you know, get some recording. And
I think at that
content.
time I was able to be like, it popped my cherry for a few songs where I was like, okay. Like, this is what I could do forever. Like, I unlocked a new part for the song, you know? Like, and...
well, we had Groove, right? With that fucking... What was that one song called where it's
Change
like...
is Gonna Come?
No. That one was good.
Oh, my...
That was a groovy song.
Was like, oh, my God. That was amazing.
What's the name of the one that we had a jam at the end? And it turned, like, into a disco beat at some point?
Oh, it was, was it Witch?
Yeah, because you guys were a big fan of a band called Witch that's, like, from Africa, right?
Yeah, like... Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Then we had the crazy improv at the end. That we could go like forever, but like we just went ape shit.
Yeah, that was the cool part about our songs. Cause like we didn't like obviously we had a structure, but we could get loose and fall out of the structure and get crazy, and then we get back into it, and then like we know where to come back in.
Yeah, it's like we were only practicing for maybe 2 months, right?
Yeah,
maybe not even that, and then we were already kind of like tight already on the same wavelength.
Our sound was a feel thing, dude. It's a different wavelength, and I'm not trying to like say it's like this and that, but like
we can't refute
it was the chemistry
there.
Also with our members and within the music too. You know, we were able to like connect in, you know, like
well, me and Randy are drummers, so it's easier for us to understand each other, because then I even write guitar kind of based off drumming a little bit too, so it's like he did the same thing.
Sure.
So it's that was already like, you know, super like we just are on the same wavelength, and then you're already like on it too. Caesar, like, he was pretty on it too as well. I remember the sound guy Andrew, he was like giving us love afterwards too. He's like, "How long you guys been like playing for?" We're like 2 months together, and he's like, "Really, dude?" Like, and I'm not gonna name the band, but he's like, "Oh, when I did sound for this one band is pretty known. They're all like," he's like, "I did the sound for them, and they did like some covers and this and that, and they sound like shit." It's like, "No Mama's Way," like literally like verbatim, that's what he said, "No Mama's Way." And I was like, "Oh, thanks for the compliment, dude. Like that's cool, you know."
Yeah, he was really cool. Andrew, shout out Andrew. He was really awesome.
I forgot his last
Yeah.
name. It might be Sandoval or something like that.
Sandoval.
But he usually does sound at like the Hideaway Cafe and a lot of stuff like that. Really cool guy though. I need to hit him up again, see how he's doing.
Hideaway?
Yeah, he usually
In
does sound.
Riverside?
Yeah.
Wow, I should go
Yeah.
swing by.
I
I think most of
said
the
they would,
times
or what?
entertainers get paid for entertainment.
That's not true.
Most of the time.
Tell that to the Motown artists in the 60s and 50s.
This is not the 60s or the 50s.
I don't know. That's
what
weird. I've had multiple talks with
Feels like
multiple band leaders about that, and it's like we should get paid for every performance we do, but that also depends on us, on our draws, as well as the places we're playing and what they expect.
We
know?
we were fucking 18 years old packing the Hideaway out. So I don't know what that says.
I don't know. I mean, how many other bands? Because I mean, people at the door could be like saying who they're here to see. Not saying that they weren't, but you know what I mean.
Right,
There's so much
right,
like little like details you have to cover of
We
like
would
the splits
host
and
the
shit.
shows at the Hideaway Cafe.
Okay, so the host should be definitely getting paid.
Right.
You know,
So
it's like you're doing business with the establishment.
we would bring the bands. We would do the flyers. We would
You're doing it all. Well,
not the sound, but fuck.
pretty much like a promoter's job.
Yeah,
much, right.
damn near.
I mean, that's that. Like, I met some cool promoters. I'm not sure really shitting on the ones that I do like. There's some that all of us, the other big band leaders I talk to, they're like, yeah, there's a lot of hacks here. Like, they expect you to do it all. You know, fucking make the flyer, promote. Like, of course we're gonna do that, but it's like a promoter's job is to promote. You know, it's like in their fucking name. So they should definitely be like, you know, caring a lot more than like from what I've seen. Sometimes they're just like fucking whatever, dude. Like I'm trying to remember who told me this. It was just the sound. Some of these people just wouldn't organize it properly, and then like they get invited at the wrong times. What was it? You know what? It was the other day. I went to it was like. My homie Blake, it was one of his the band that he's in for the Pantera cover band thing. They're really cool people, and they're telling me about this promoter that was like super just unprofessional. Like he sent him emails on when to come, and then they gave him shit when they showed up at the time they said to show up. And the guy was like, oh, like, you're supposed to be here at this time, blah, blah, blah. Like, basically roasting the shit out of him, man. Just because, like, half of the band are girls, they just thought they could, like, fucking throw them, like, you know, talk shit to him more and stuff. And they ended up pulling up the email, and they're like, well, you told us to be here at this time. And he just, like, shut the fuck up and, you know, didn't have him back, but then also was like, oh, you guys killed it, though. Like, good job. Like, hopefully you guys, like, get somewhere or something, but like never hired him again. But it's literally like people are so like, you know, soft in the heart and can't just take like the L that they are wrong and shit like that. So you're dealing with all these personalities in every single facet of the music industry. So it's like, it's the promoters, it's the people that work at the bar. It could be like fucking, you know,
well, yeah,
you're talking to.
There's no foundation in the aspect of like, what goes, you know, like, in a structural environment or warehouse job or whatever the fuck.
It's all the
like,
same thing.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
politics, dude. Just
Yeah,
don't have
music
it.
industry is just totally different. It could be a lot of it could be personal. A lot of, like the only reason why some of these people made it is because they were favored, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe they had talent.
Well, you gotta
Or
be
maybe both.
You gotta be a good hang for sure.
I don't know. That's also another part, you know. So like,
Oh, you
or
see people-
how
you
much
see-
money can I make off of you?
Yeah, well, it's a billion things. I mean, like this pod in a way is as selfless as it is selfish because it's like I'm having my friends on that I want them to promote their music, but it's also helping the pod grow. But it's just like it's a give and take thing. It's like I don't get to hang out with them enough. I wish I could, but they're busy and I'm busy. So the fact that we're doing something that benefits both of us makes it easier to have them here. You know, because half the friends I have are in LA or in San Diego or in the Valley, so they're far as fuck.
Yeah, that's why I would
You
throw
know?
shows sometimes. Cause I'd be like, yeah, I want to meet like new bands, and I want to
Yeah, yeah.
invite the bands I really like.
That's what we were
So-
trying to do for a bit too.
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
just couldn't pull it off just yet.
For sure.
But yeah, it's like all my homies in LA, like fucking Saint Electric. I mean, I should have had Anime Titties on already. Like that band, they're cool as fuck. But Saint Electric's gonna be on like in March or something.
Yeah,
So, like, they're cool as
I
fuck.
was watching a little bit of clips.
Yeah, they have cool stuff. Like
Shit Show. What's that?
Oh, Shit Show. Oh, it's something Anime Titties used to throw. They did it for a long time.
That's cool.
I've been to a few of them. They call it Shit Show, but obviously like that was the joke. You know, it's like saying
Yeah.
it's bullshit. But it was really cool to go watch. I've been to like 2 or 3 of them. My homie Max from Circling Saturn, like they played at a bunch of them. So I'd go to see him and stuff. And then yeah, I went to the last one they had, which that's where I met Gracie from Girl Cries Wolf, and it's just cool to see that community there. Like it was so, the audience just was like fucking vibing, dancing, moshing, or everyone just smoking outside, you know, talking shit with each other, and you're like just making friends. You know, I went there, and obviously, you know, I got my outfits to network, yada yada, but I go there for a good time to just hang out. Made a bunch of new friends that night, and I'm like very happy I went to that show because I wasn't. I think because of the whole recording process, you know how I had to be like antisocial for like just 12 hours in the weekend each day to fucking record. I was like, I lost my groove to show up to shows, and I was like, I took a nap after I think work, and I'm just like, do I want to go to this show? And I was like, fine. Like I literally opened my phone and it showed my like Circling Saturn's gonna play there. I'm like, all right, I guess we're going. So I went, and then I showed up and had a good time, and I'm glad I went. You know, there's sometimes I've had things like that where I didn't want to go, but then I went, and it just ended up working out even more than I would have thought. You know, there's been tons of spots like that. It's weird. It's kind of like living in a movie sometimes. Like I've noticed. What was that time? I went to like Den Studios to go see my homies band, and at the time, Saint Electric got interviewed by this girl named Carissa Kelly. Shout out to Carissa. She's the homie. She helped out get the logo made, actually. She gave me the contact for the guy who designed it. So, like, shout out to her.
Fucking good logo, yeah.
Yeah, she's cool as fuck. But I met her there. She was at that show. And this was, like, I think not even a week after Saint Electric's interview. And I'm like, fuck, I really want to get interviewed like that. So I bumped into her at that fucking show, like, within the week. And then I talked shit with her, and then I showed her like my cats, and that they were like my. This is what before I got that logo, so it was the kitty like little cutie one, and like she was like, okay, you got an interview, like cause the cats just won her over. I'm like, yes. So I showed up. Where did I went to Northridge, and I live in Montclair, so driving to Northridge like on a fucking like I think it was like a Wednesday morning, like it was still like a long drive. I brought Cinnabon. Like I have homies, so they hooked me up, and I drove all the way over there, and I got to be on a radio interview thing, and that shit was really fun. Like I got to play "Hurt Like a Woman" on there before I changed the tuning and did all this other shit. So, but it was so fun. Like just literally talking for like an hour, and then we still have the thing in our bio, like the interview. It was so fun. Like me and her had that cool like talk shit chemistry, so it was pretty great.
What's her name?
Carissa Kelly.
Oh.
Yeah, she's cool. She's good people for sure.
Yeah, that's what the cool part about this community is, like, especially Pomona. I think Pomona has a big fucking diverse
yeah, definitely
community, you know, where it expands to like Riverside, Redlands, all the way to Los Angeles. Like
a lot of rich culture here. A lot of it Chicano for sure. Like I bumped into a lot of dudes that are like maybe ex-gang members or something, but they're like artists now or something. They want kids to stay out of the bad shit. I bumped into this one guy. I think his name was like Thunder or something like that. It was like a few weeks ago at a downtown.
Fucking Thunder, fool.
Yeah, Thunderous, like Sabes.
Thunder, fool.
Richie, you know. I just watched La Bamba the other day, so that's still in my head right now. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean, you know, that shit. But I bumped into him, and he was just like, he loved my outfit, and we're just talking shit, and he was telling about the culture, like Pomona a little more. I was like, fuck, this is so cool. And it's like, it's weird. It's like, I have this power of like making people open up, like, and it's just because of this shit I wear. It's like I encourage people, like, dude, like when they're giving me like kudos for wearing what I wear, it's like confidence or bravery. I'm like, dude, just wear it. You're gonna fucking die, dude. Like,
I think people just forget about like being weird sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, embrace your weird, you know?
Yeah, like.
That's
you don't
what
have to fucking like. Well, yeah, fucking show up to work in your best suit. Why not?
Amazon? No, I'm not doing that. They don't deserve me at that.
Fucking different, but
yeah, I'm not gonna work a warehouse job in a suit. That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
I used to do that when I used to work at
for Amazon. Like for example, Amazon, bring your guitar at break time. I would do that.
I don't even have time.
I would do that.
I got 30 minutes of lunch, bro. It's like you're snarfing your food down and you're just trying to relax.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah, it's different.
Can't.
It's different. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even in the headspace.
Time where like I would bring my guitar to work.
Yeah, I mean, you've worked at Amazon.
I still do that, but
you've worked at Amazon too. You know how it is. Like you could literally go your 10.5-hour shift, and not even say a word to anybody. I mean, that's my experience. Yeah. Like not even like a word. Your voice could not be used once. Not that they're saying you can't, but like. That's not a word. I'll just have my headphones in the whole time. And it's like weird. I have this like chimney vibe to me where it's like I feel like a chimney and I'm like building up this like, I need to let out this, you know, like so I always call somebody after work usually, or I just start singing Painkiller from Judas Priest. Like I'll have it on my speaker and I'm just singing along to it just to get that stress out. It's this weird like audio smoke buildup in me that I need to get out. You know, it's this weird stress thing.
Yeah, I feel like being in a concrete jungle like that, like we're just full of fucking radiation and electricity, and like you're just like,
it is a little depressing at times.
There's nothing alive there other than humans, but are we?
Yeah, no one cares about anybody in there. They're
living in there, like, you know, we're just like fucking working. But
not gonna lie, I prefer
I can't like knock people's like income. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I that's probably my favorite job out of all the jobs I've had, just because all the other ones had to be social. It's like you had to sit there and talk to customers. The Amazon facility, there's no customer service. You just deal with like little dumbass things like them moving you. But when it's like the other jobs I've had, it's like it's like I would have like that asshole attitude sometimes because I just wasn't in the mood. But it's also the coworkers. And Amazon, it's very like secluded.
You asshole.
You know?
You asshole.
Yeah, literally. No, like there's jobs where like shit. I dated I dated a girl at one of my jobs and that didn't go great. There's guys that were mad that I was dating her and that didn't go great either. That I thought they were homies, like they're almost like older brother type people, and they just fucking flip on you in a second just because you got something they want. And it's like when I started seeing that as I grew up, you know, I was like, wow, people could really be like this, and that's what made me like seclude a little more in myself sometimes. And I don't really do that anymore, but like I'm glad my job is like that because now I'm avoiding drama, you know. Like I haven't really had a fight with anybody in like a few years, I think, like friends or whatever the fuck. Like it's just like who gives a fuck, dude? Like life's too short to sit there and like be mad about this and that. So it's just like I don't like dealing with fucking fake ass people, and I think my personality weeds it out. Like I saw this post from this girl saying like, oh, normalize being yourself to the point where you think that by being yourself, you're actually pushing away the people that can't handle you, which is what you should be doing. It's like not everyone's going to like you, but like the fact that you're going to be yourself the whole time, it'll already filter out the ones that won't like your personality, you know? So everybody that's with me right now rocks with me because I am the way I am. And I rarely ever doubt myself, but when I do, like they're there to fucking be like, nah, you're the homie. We're here because we care about you and we love you. For
sure.
I think that.
You're the homie, you know?
Yeah. And also, we've always had that, like, kindred spirit thing. We're both, like, Aries dudes. You know, we always kind of had that same, like, same personality for the most part.
Gay.
You know? No. That's a bromance, man. I know your wife gives this shit all the time. But, like, God, just fucking make out already. Like, we talk on the phone more than, like, you and her probably would sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes she'll hang up on me pretty early. Like, alright, well, I'm gonna hang up now. I'm like, alright, well, fuck. You know, so.
And then I'll call you and be like, so what are you doing? And my feet are all twirling in the air, like, like on my belly in my bed. What are you doing? What are you doing, step bro?
You know, just fucking, you know, being in a band, you know, with you has been just learning about friendship and being with Nick and Prejean and, you know, the other guys, like
Angel and Caesar and Randy and stuff.
Yeah. Like it's been like, yeah, like just because like you guys are not members anymore, like we do different things or whatever. Like it's still cool. We keep in touch, you know. At the end of the day, like yeah, we're not fucking hanging out every day, but like it's I think that's what's cool because sometimes like just because you guys are not jamming no more, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, cool everyone goes on their separate wavelengths.
Fucking talk anymore. Yeah, I get that, you know. But
like, if you're not in this group that needs the meetup, then it's not gonna be.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, some people have kids. I mean, shit. Like, I think all the members in our band are having kids, but us, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm just a family guy, you know. Like, so I appreciate, like, you know.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
No, yeah. Definitely being in a band with you. I think you're like. Out of all the people I've met so far, you're probably my favorite person.
I barely understood what you just said, right?
No, out of all the people I've been a part. Oh, that? What the fuck? You're still on that? Already moving on? This fucking guy. Oh my god. So it's shit like this is why I love this guy. It's like, keep up, motherfucker. Catch up.
That was funny.
But no, it's like I haven't really connected with anybody like I've connected with you musically and as like a person. Out of all the people I've met, like my first band in high school, Bullets Ricochet. It's whatever. You're just, growing pains. And then when Rogue Fame used to be called Unholy Priest, I had those iteration of people. And then now it's Rogue Fame and went through whatever people now where it's like we're here. And it's like, I definitely look at you as someone who's like on the dream team, Like I wouldn't want another bass player or anybody else, I think it would break my heart if like it couldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it needs to be us.
Gay.
You're just so stupid. But like, I don't know. I just enjoyed playing and writing with you. Like I know I can be like an ass sometimes or a tyrant maybe. I like to think this group is like a beneficiary dictatorship where it's like I'm gonna listen to my guys and what they have to say, but I need to make sure we're making the right choices. So then we're being an efficient pro band because that's how I want to be looked at and have the reputation of. And if you want to get paid like one, you got to act like it, So that's why I studied the marketing. I studied this and that, and I listen to people that have a proper business training and things like that, or even like say our brother bands, like say Old Blood and stuff like that. They know tons of stuff, and like they're just teaching me and they're helping out, so we could benefit, and we could do better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I do love like how we write together and jam together. I think like I've never had to sit there and tell you what to do. Like whenever we're on stage, I never had to sit there and worry about what you were doing, and I always thought that was great that you as like a bass player weren't boring. I mean, shit. Look at the band, The Who. Everyone in that band was going fucking ape shit. But the bass player. But the bass player was a badass, and I'll actually give him that. He played fucking sick ass licks.
He's a badass.
But he just never moved around, and I hate that. I fucking hate it when there's somebody not moving around, and you gotta like sit there and constantly tell them shit. There's tons of bands I've seen like that. Even before I got Rogue Fame kickstarted, I would be so envious of other bands because like they had their fucking group, and I'm like, what the fuck is the singer doing? He's like, I hope you like this next song, and I'm like, you hope? Like fuck you, dude. Like for me, I changed the whole ethic when I get on fucking stages. You're gonna love it, and if you don't, fuck off and wait for your lame ass band to get on. It's just like I don't hate any other band or anything like that. It's just I have to have that attitude when I'm on there and I make the switch because people he sings.
I don't like that shit when they're like, yeah. This song is this and that. I hope you like it.
Yeah. Or what's it called when they're like, it's a cop out when they're saying like, oh, it's their first time playing it live. Like, don't even say that, dude. Just fucking play it. And if you fuck it up, we're not going to know. Not really, because it's brand new. It's not a fucking cover song like Billy Idol or something. Like, we're not going to know.
No, I don't mind like letting you know, like, hey, this is our first time playing it, actually. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, but like, sorry if we fuck up. Alright, I don't give a fuck if you shut the fuck up. Like,
it's like it's your job on stage to own it.
Like,
you're running it.
Good. Like,
it's like you're running. You're running that fucking show.
I'm pretty sure we've done that though.
I think it was like those rough starts. Like, I remember before we played the Viper Room for the first time, where this is when we first had Praise on, right? And that was like, it was the DBA. We decided to just book a show, and thank God there was like fucking 3 people there, and like that was the rough one because you queued him off on BlackBerry in a weird way that made him play something he wasn't supposed to play, and he was like, "Wait, what?" And then it fucked up like the whole song. Like,
I think I remember that.
Yeah. But then I'm like, thank God. The whole point of that show was to figure out where the nicks in the armor were.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, thank God, because the next show is the Viper Room, and we got lucky and it went great. There was chaos in that show, but for a whole different array of reasons. But like, it was great.
It was bad in many days, many reasons, but it was just because like, we were just understanding our chemistry at the end of the day because
you take out one ingredient and you put in a new one, it's a whole different vibe,
Yeah,
but it's also just everybody else knowing.
That's true.
It's everybody else knowing their parts too.
It's like replacing milk with non-dairy milk.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
Sometimes it's better.
Yeah. Could be better. I guess that just depends on the person. And if you're lactose intolerant, probably too. You probably just pay yourself.
I am very lactose intolerant. Can't tolerate the lactose.
So if I had milk right here, you'd just be like, oh, like that. It's in the air.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh fuck you.
It's like the Nickelodeon fucking splash fucking what's it, the slime thing. You're getting slimed and shit.
Oh, by milk. I feel like that'd be kind of like soothing. I heard it like bathing in
milk.
Yeah, isn't that a thing? Or like goat's milk.
I don't know. Milk is pretty expensive, so
Like,
I wouldn't be
what's
bathing in that
good?
shit.
I don't know.
I've always wanted to, for some reason, like I love Recess, like peanut butter chocolate candy. Like
Have you had the white one? White chocolate one?
Nah, like the Oreo one. The one's like half Oreo.
Bus.
It's good.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of white chocolate, to be honest.
Hmm.
But I've always had this weird like fantasy of like wanting to swim in like peanut butter and chocolate. I don't know why. It's not a sexual thing or anything. It's just like I just want to be in it and exist in my favorite chocolate. You know. What? I'm not fucking weird. Fuck you. Sure, you had some weird fantasy thing. What's your weirdest fantasy you had with food? You're looking at me like you haven't had a weird fantasy with food.
Probably like sleeping on food.
Like on what? Like a fucking ham or like a lamb chop or
Nah,
what?
that's nasty as fuck. Imagine that, cause like they've done spectacle, like microscopical. Zoom in on meat.
Mhm.
Doesn't look that like.
Appetizing.
Yeah, imagine laying on it and like you just see the fucking big ass cell or something.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, if you put
man.
like a bed sheet over, I think it'll be fine.
Nah, I don't know.
Well,
maybe sleeping on like fruit would be cool.
sleeping on like a banana? Like, what's like the softest fruit you can sleep on? Look it up, Carl. I'm just kidding. Imagine
Passion
I'm talking. Look it up.
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit.
Yeah,
It's a soft one.
maybe.
I don't know. Would you want
Because
it
it's like
peeled or you want the like? You're sleeping on a fruit, so are you having it like, peeled? Or...
It would have to be inside.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
passion fruit. Oh, so that doesn't count. A
What?
fruit on the outside?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, every fruit on the outside is kind of hard to some
You.
extent. Me, yeah, I'm a fruit. Yeah, yeah. The clothes do trick people sometimes. They're like, "Bye, gay." I'm like, "Nah, man. I'm sure as a doornail." Unfortunately for you,
Doornail?
doornails are usually straight until I guess you bend them. I guess. So maybe it's pending bending. Who knows?
He's up for sale, guys.
No, I am not.
Line them up.
Hell no. That's your girl. Don't come. Don't come. Don't come. I'm
Don't
gonna come.
I'm coming.
Shit. Let me ask you this. What's like your best show and your worst show?
Worst one? I can't think of another one besides this time. There's probably been other ones.
Like
to
one
be
like
honest.
with Rogue Fame, or is it like a like prior or
Rogue
something?
Fame. No. Slums.
Yeah, some.
No.
We haven't really had like a bad one for Rogue Fame, right?
No. Other than no. I know a bad one for Rogue Fame, but Slums.
Yeah, there's like one. Yeah.
I forgot what happened, but like it was at this weird vinyl record store in San Bernardino at this corner plaza. There's a show going on there. The back alley was set up for how do you say it? Like a mini market, you know?
Like a downtown
farmer's market.
Market.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, type of
vendors,
shit.
all that shit. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So kind of like the Pomona downtown Panama Market.
It was
what they
really
call
cool.
right?
It was like fucking awesome, you know? So like we're like, all right, cool. And then I had a Orange 50-watt cabinet at the time. I still had I had my blue bass at the time because that was my first bass. And then 4-piece The Slums with Randy, Brian, and Andres. Shout out them. They were cool at the time. And then yeah, the homie Hector brought like a bottle of tequila from Mexico, I think. And then like we were just fucking chugging that shit like water, dog. No, me. Not we. me. And yeah, I was chugging that bitch like water, and then fucking the song during Gypsy Girl, like I fucking fell back, and then like I fell all over my amp, and then I'm like, oh shit, so I had to like stand back up, pick it up, and all that shit. Cause like almost after every song, I would just drink that bitch like water, because I was already fucking pedo, you know. So like, damn, dude, and then yeah, it was pretty bad. But
Wow.
that was cool. I don't remember anything except this painting of a panda. I climbed over a fence, and then the next day I woke up at the homie's house in Riverside, inside his car in the backyard.
Wait, his car was in a backyard?
It was a non-working car.
What?
He didn't want to bring me into the house in case I was like crazy or drunk or like throwing up. So he threw me in the car. in the backyard.
Wouldn't it be harder to clean up the rope from a fucking car interior?
It's better than explaining to your parents that your homie's all fucked up and then this and that. But they already knew, but I don't know why I got thrown in a car, so they threw me in a car and then they put me in like a furry coat jacket and I was just sleeping like that.
Was it this one?
Maybe. So
my god.
And that jacket later became my acid jacket, so pretty cool.
That's crazy. You have some crazy fucking drunk stories. That's for sure. Dude.
That was like one of the worst ones. The best one was...
Yeah, we could do like a worst for both bands and then like best for both.
So the Slums, yeah, best for Slums was like... soon we were a 5-piece with... It was me and Randy still. Actually, it was always me and Randy. Oscar, Jesus, and Burns. We're in La Puente, I think.
Oh, okay. Around there.
Something like that. And dude, man, this fucking backyard show was fucking packed. And I mean packed, dude. From like this is the stage where I'm jamming. Oh shit, forgot the camera. There's jamming right here. And then like the crowd's like right in front of us, dog. Like all the way to the fucking walls. And along the walls are tables of vendors, you know? Imagine that. So it's just like all the way fucking around.
Wow.
And then
just filled.
Dude, demasiado. Crazy. Just all around, dude. It was so much people and like crazy. And like after each song, there was like applauding like insanely crazy. And it was like loud. I think maybe because I was on mushrooms as well, but
yeah, if you guys haven't picked up, he's kind of a fucking stoner.
It was really crazy, dude. Besides the mushrooms, so that show was one of the best ones because of the applause, of how much feedback we got, how much recognition we got. I was singing as well for a couple of our songs, so it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, we have roughly like the same definition of what a great show could be. It's like the audience just loved it. You know, the energy would just up the whole time, and they're like, you just love all around.
It's different. That's it's different than just like jamming and be like, oh yeah, they liked us. Like, nah, dude. Like, this was an amazing show. And there's probably like maybe like 300 heads. You know, like nothing crazy, but like crazy. You know, for a backyard show. You know what I mean?
When you put that in a small area, 300's a lot of people.
Oh, it was fucking awesome. Like, yeah.
I'm still,
people like remembered us, you know, and it was cool. Like after that, like we got recognized at different areas.
Yeah, you're like local famous type of thing.
Type shit, yeah. It was pretty cool, you know, and like, but nothing like these other heads, like probably like Daydream and shit like that. So
yeah, Daydream's cool. I'm trying to get Chris on the pod. He asked me to send him the Anime Titty episode, so I did. So I'm just waiting on a reply right now. I'm just trying to like see, because some people it's a little harder to get than others. You know what I'm saying? Like some people it's just like, oh yeah, I'll get on the pod, and some have to like fish for them. I'll be like, I'm fucking lasso you at bitch.
Yeah, I mean, they probably don't want to talk about certain things, or they really are busy, you know, like generally, you know. So like, I don't know. No,
I know. I try to run it like a very loose, tight ship at the same time, you know, or just I want to be fun. But I want people to be exposed and like be an artist, you know. I don't want them thinking like this is just like a regular interview, you know. It's not really an interview as much as it is like just two musicians on the same level talking shit, and then it's just like the comedians I watch, like Stabby Baby and stuff. Like he's funny as fuck, like him, and then Theo Von and all those other motherfuckers. Like that's what I'm trying to do here, like but with like musicians and stuff. And
yeah, that'd be cool because I feel like musicians they also have like a different perspective in sorry, I'm just on it. Yeah, they have a different perspective in art, you know, other than like. I mean, comedians do as well, you know, but like...
Yeah. It's a different type of art. It's a different universe of it, but it's like...
It's cool to see their experiences, like, behind the stage. Literally.
Yeah, it's the parallels of them, and then it's just like, musicians just... a musician to a musician would be able to communicate better than a comedian to a musician, obviously, because there's just that little, like, detachment from... It's a different art, you know, but they're still, like, the same bullshit. Like, I'm sure they deal with shit people, shit promoters, you know what I mean? It's all the same shit. It's just different art, but it's nonetheless art, you know? But what was like your worst show in your opinion, and then best show for like Rogue Fame stuff?
Oh yeah, so
I feel like for me it's Offbeat. When we played Offbeat, that one was a weird one.
Offbeat, where was that one at?
That one's on York's Avenue or something in LA or something. That one wasn't that much of a good one. Like we didn't do a sound check. They just wanted us to go. I'm not blaming anybody there. I mean, just the sound just wasn't great for our night. I think we're the heaviest band that night too, so everyone kind of left after a song or two. Everyone else was lighter. And I was like, yeah, that probably wasn't the best match for us, like for that one, you know.
What was that one show where it was weird? Where like we're on a stage pretty high up, and then it was like near the beach.
Near the beach.
Was it near the beach or not?
You're saying, oh, Be Good, right?
Be Good.
You didn't like that one? That one I thought went pretty okay.
That was good.
Well, that was a double gig. That was the last gig we did as the Slums and Rogue Fame at the same time. Where like I did drums first, right? And while Randy was singing and playing guitar, and then we flipped. Then I got in my full suit, and we did that. I was so exhausted. And that was the second day in a row because we played Old Town Pub the previous night. And we did a double gig that time too.
Old Town Pub?
Yeah. And you don't remember? I know it was a long time ago, but we did it. We did that, and then we did Be Good. And we almost did a third gig.
Where was Old Town Pub? In
Pasadena.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the one.
We did Old Town
Pub.
We
did that one?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then we did Be Good because we got invited from a homie. And then literally Max from Circling Saturn, which at the time was just called Maximus at the time before it changed the name. Yeah. He invited us. I guess he said I think they said they're not going to make it, but they're like, hey, you should go. But it was in Pomona too, or Upland. And I was like, I told you guys, but then like we just couldn't pull it together in time because it was literally the morning of, and we had just did these 2 double gigs. We're like, one more, and then we're like, oh, we can't pull it off. Like, there's no way. But like that would have been crazy. 3 double gigs. That's like 6 gigs technically, you know. But that was some nut shit we're pulling off, you know. Like we're grinding it out for a good bit. Like I mean, shit, like those pay to play shows for some reason just went well. Even though, like, you know, financially kind of hits you a bit because it's like, who realistically is paying all those fucking tickets? Like, that shit, we'll be honest. I mean, we're just forking out money to some of these things for the opportunity, which actually led to other things, you know? So sometimes those pay-to-plays aren't as bad as you'd want to, you know, demonize them, you know? I met cool promoters through that like us and will work with us now just because they like the way we perform. Like T-Roy from the Vibe Room, which I do want to have on this pod at some point. He's a cool fucking guy. He bought me a drink after. Remember the Vibe Room for the first time? That shit was a fun show.
Who's that guy that we met at the other promoter show where he's like a construction worker? Or he builds stages?
Builds stages. Corbin Bowl?
Or was it Corbin Bowl?
I'm not... Was it that sound guy? He kind of reminded us of John, or are you thinking of somebody else?
No, not him.
That's funny though. It's like John 2.0.
No, not him. He was cool. He was like a stocky fucker. He was pretty cool.
Oh, you talking about Tiny?
Was it Tiny?
That was at Old Town Pub.
No, not Tiny. No. I remember Tiny. Tiny.
You remember Tiny?
No, he's security.
Yeah, I bumped into him again, and he had me take down his number, so then he hit us up for shows there at Old Town Pub. So.
All right, Tiny's cool.
Tiny's a cool motherfucker. I barely spoke with him, but I just love his vibe, and it's just so ironic because he's fucking like he'll tear you in half, dude. His name's misleading. It's kind of like I've always wanted a mountain lion as a pet, but name it Trixie or something. You know, Trixie Sick'em, and they're like, "Who's Trixie?" And they'd be like, you know, they just fucking jump out at him. That'd be pretty badass. But yeah, I mean, a lot of those shows that went down, I mean, I don't regret any of them, even if some were kind of weird. I mean. Fuck, I know the Corbin Bowl one. Remember that one? The Bowlingham? The one in Tarzana? Yeah. Dude, remember when that girl twerked on me? Shit, that was not planned at all. Like, that was one of our drummer's homegirls. But
yeah.
I just thought it was just going to be normal, like, oh, spin her around and shit. And then, you know, just blah, blah. But she started twerking, and I couldn't 100% enjoy it. I mean, I usually don't even do things like that. But it's just, I couldn't enjoy it mostly because of our audience. And do you remember who our audience was?
Yeah.
You know?
It was all ages.
It was all an all ages show, but you know who really showed up was the other kids in the bands after us. And they're all like fucking 12-year-olds. And their parents that were doing the merch for them, you know? So they all watched me get grinded on for like 3 minutes as a closer song. You know, and then I didn't look at anybody's faces. I'm like, I can't look at anybody else. I'm just going to kill it the rest and do my vocals and blah, 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 blah. And we had one more song left, but the guy was like, all right, you're good. But there wasn't enough time anyways. It would have went over. Yeah, but I remember I was like, oh, shit. And then I talked to the promoter afterwards, and he's like, I was like, oh, yeah, how'd you like it? He's like, yeah, it was pretty good. And I was like, he's like, I just told him, like, I really love performing, man. He's like, I could tell. You know, that just never fucking happens. It's almost like, once you do that type of thing, that you start building that reputation of just like, you know, I always wanted that thing where the ladies man on stage thing. I'm not really like that off stage, but to be on it like that, that's just the reputation like building, you know. It's like a David Lee Roth or like a Freddie Mercury, like, you know, there could be probably chill guys off the stage, but once you flip that switch, it's like you're the man, you're the talk of the town, the toast of a town, if you will, you know.
Toast.
Yeah, I dig that vibe. Do you feel like when you're on stage you kind of flip a switch, or you just kind of you the whole time?
A little bit of both, where I'm like, because I kind of need to focus at the same time, you know, like there's certain parts where I can't be like la la la, like, you know, like I need to focus at, like, you know, especially with certain licks and like a solo or like cueing, timing, and all that. So
yeah, I know it's one of your moves is like the whole like you throw your fucking.
I just can't see.
Yeah.
that's
what
see.
It is.
It's not a move. I just can't see, so I need to see. So and I get annoyed of my hair sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
you and Angel kind of do it at the same time sometimes. The whole fucking hair flip, and I'm like, oh, they didn't plan that at all. I was like totally on accident.
It was funny.
Fuck, dude. What was it? I mean, we didn't even cover what the fuck you thought was like the worst. What did you think was the worst show? I don't even remember if you said that.
Worst one? Oh, I can't remember, but there was one time where like I started a song off like so terribly wrong.
That was at the offbeat. You played her like a woman. Like there's 4 notes, and I remember giving you shit after.
It was probably offbeat. Yeah, I think offbeat was.
I literally, as I was singing the words, I had to show you what notes to play. I was like B, G, you know, B, G, or F sharp, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh. And then that's when we were trying Hurt Like a Woman for the first time without my guitar, and it was just gonna be Angel doing the rhythm and leads, just because I felt like I could be more entertaining with that song without it. And I was just
very entertaining. Very.
Yeah. I mean, I could do like spins and shit now. It's fun.
Showing the bass player how to.
Yeah. That was it's part of the show, folks.
Yeah, I think I was probably had too much, or
not enough. Not enough. I'm not fucked up enough to know what to play.
Exactly.
Oh shit.
We're gonna call it that.
Yeah. Do you remember I remember the House of Blues show, the second one we played, where we had like the Dia de los Muertos masks and shit. That was a fun show. I remember your ass barely showed up on time.
Muertos. You can't. They say muertos. Muertos.
Muertos. There you go. I got it.
There you go.
I got it. My Mexican kind of pops out here and there when I need to.
Yes.
You know.
Use it.
Yeah. I remember that show. You fucking showed up barely on time too. We're the opening band too. And shit.
It was in Anaheim.
I was there like hours prior.
You had the day off.
Yes, but my engine at the time had that stuck spark plug, so if it was too hot for long, my car would slow down and do that like shaky thing. So I had to be there earlier either way, or to beat the traffic, because if I didn't, I'd get fucked. The whiskey show, same thing. It actually did the fucking shake thing, and I had to go up the hill still, going only like 15 miles an hour, and I was
lucky. That's a misfire.
Yeah, I was misfiring. There you go. That's what was happening. And I like slowly went up the fucking thing, and I was barely able to get to the rainbow parking.
Right.
And I was lucky I had $20 on me to give to the fucking security guard, because it's always fucking paying for parking there. But I got lucky, and then it like chilled out. And then once we drove back home, like I didn't have the thing, because obviously it's cold and it's like fucking 1 a.m, and I'm just speeding through, and I'm home. No worries on that end. But like that shit was scary when that stuff would happen. So, but like the House of Blues show, I really love that one. I know it's kind of weirded myself out when I watch myself for like the old clips, just because.
Was that Anaheim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I broke my wife's phone. She girlfriend at the time, but yeah, I broke her phone.
You broke like on accident?
It was brand new, dude. Yeah, because I left my phone on the fucking couch. You know where we left our stuff? Along this. It wasn't even the House of Blues stage. It was what was the other room?
In the House of Blues, though?
Yeah, it was like the smaller room.
Smaller room. I mean, we were playing in the foundation room, so...
There you go.
That's where we were at, yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Oh, one of those couches.
Yeah.
Oh,
I left my phone over there in the foundation room, and I had to go...
This was the second time we played there? Or was it the first time? Because there's one where it was with Randy and Caesar, and the other time was with Nick and Angel.
Nick and Angel.
Okay, so the last one. Okay.
Yeah. So we go there. I'm like, fuck, where's my phone? So I'm using my wife's phone to look for it. And I'm like, okay, I'm navigating. And I drop my wife's phone. The whole is brand new. The whole backside shatters. I'm like, fuck.
Bro, you have a case on that shit?
No, it was brand new.
You couldn't have a case prep for a brand new phone?
I don't know. Dude. Anyways, we're here now.
Bro, I had a fucking, like, as soon as I got this phone, my parents helped me get it. I literally, like, I bought this case, like, as soon as I got it. Like, it's like a military tank thing. Like not even a bullet's piercing this shit, dude. Like, it's, like, secured in a secured case. So it's, like,
Can we
double
try
case.
the bullet?
No, I'm not gonna try. I like to think of it that way. But even screen protector, all that shit, I don't trust none of that, dude.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's scary. You feel
yeah,
naked, dude. I feel like your dick's in your hand and you're just gonna, like, it's just gonna flop and break, you know? Like, I just can't. I gotta treat my phone like I treat my wiener. I'd protect it at all times, you know? If you did, you wouldn't have broke it. You'd be like, no, this is staying. But yeah, no, but that's just, it's a learning curve. You know, you figure out who you could work with and stuff like that. Like, we have our awesome videographer Carlos here doing the pods. He also has recorded us for the whiskey. I don't think you had your stuff at the time, but you had to use my phone, which still came off pretty pro. Which, you know, shout out to Carlos right there. He did some pretty cool shit. Yes. And he did the Be Good stuff at Huntington Beach, which I think came out pretty great. Yes. And that was our first time working with you, you know, and you're like, literally, you got me on the swing set. That shit was cool as fuck. Like,
I would say, besides the bad shows, he made us look good.
No, yeah, he made us look good. So. And Ben too. Ben does a great job, and he's just super reliable.
Yeah. These guys are fucking awesome. They make us look really good.
Yeah. I love them. And
shout out Carlos, Ben.
And both the Victors we work with. Victor Duran
Thank
and
you, Victors.
I don't think I know the other Victor's last name.
Victor D.
Victor D. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Nuts. We've had him for like the whiskey, the Viper Room, the House of Blues. There might have been another time, I think, but it's mainly those three where he did us so good. Yes, indeed, these nuts. But like, yeah, he done us really good, you know. And then when we do our acoustic live session thing and in the forest and shit, which we've all talked about, which is like super under wraps right now. That and other things like that, we're definitely gonna have him there as well as you and the rest of our team for that stuff. It's gonna be some cool shit. You know, I really can't wait for those acoustic things in the forest. That shit's gonna be sick as fuck. Yeah. You know? Yeah, that's gonna be a long time for that one for sure. But we're gonna execute that pretty good. But yeah, that's we've accumulated the right people. You know, everyone's pretty awesome. We all get along. You know, we all believe in this thing, and we're all taking care of business, and everyone gets kind of taken care of and shit. Like shit when I did the when I went to LA with our model Kitty Von doll. Hazel's her actual name, but like she's a really great girl, and we set up the whole thing. I paid the studio and the fashion district, and not Victor Duran, but the other Victor we have that does photos for us. He owed me like a few freebies, so I was kind of cashing in on that, and we were able to save some money. But we're doing the album cover shoot there, and I paid for like I think like 3 or 4 hours, and we got so many great shots. I mean, that was one of my most popular posts too on Instagram. Like, it went up, I think it's like at 170 likes, and it went up really quick, and it's still getting likes as like we speak. like comments, people are just fucking loving it, dude. And like I think that was like
cool,
yeah, it was like a year of on something planning it. Like, I'd only met with her one other time. Like, it was so hard to get a hold of her. Shit, and it still kind of is sometimes. Like, even though she's like, we know each other and we're cool. But she's a busy girl. She has a regular day job, just like all of us, you know. But she was so such a professional, such a pro, you know. Like, she's just the perfect model for this. And I had the vision. Told myself, I want this woman to be on the album cover. I know it's her, and I have to get her. So like, I literally would hit her up, like not like in a weird way or like, you know, so constantly desperate, but I had my moments where I just like would just hit her up, and it didn't work out. But then she was selling stuff for like offer of things, and I just hit her up about it. But then I was mainly just trying to get her attention, which I did, and it worked. Then we eventually ended up meeting for a business lunch. I took her out to. She lives in Maywood or whatever, so I had to drive all the way out there, and then I took her out, covered the food, and we're just talking shit. She's getting to know me, I get to know her, and just about the vision, and then music videos and photo shoot for the album cover. So.
That's cool, yeah.
And literally a year later, or a year and something later, we finally executed it in January, and now we have the shot or the few shots we're gonna work with. And then I'm having the guy who made our logo design the album cover, and the goal is to make it look like a 1940s noir movie poster, you know, and he's already paid off. So I like taking care of everything beforehand. That way people they're satisfied, and they're like, all right, I'm going to do you good. 'Cause now you paid me, I got to rush and do the thing for you and do good by you, you know. John, our producer, literally, he's paid off. Like, he does flat rates. So like he helps out the homies, you know.
Right.
And I like that he doesn't do the hourly bullshit because artists rush. You know, I remember when I had to do that shit, it wasn't fun. You know, so he did the flat rate, and he gained like a new respect for us when we did that. Because he's like, okay, well, you paid me, now I gotta fucking take care of you, you know. So that's how I try to run things. But when we had that album cover shoot, I was like, I didn't like want to cry, but like I just saw like my vision getting executed, and I was just like, wow, like we're doing it, Redman, like Kill Tony shit. We're doing it, Redman.
That's how I feel today when before this happened, recording with John or trying to get the music down. Like I was like, fuck yeah, you know, like we're finally doing this, you know. So
yeah,
I can't wait like for the next chapter, what we got going on with Rogue Fame.
Yeah, well, we're gonna start practicing with the homie Hayden soon. He's from a couple bands in Pomona, like Mists of Grey and Hadelbruder, like a metal hardcore band. He's pretty badass. So we're in good hands when it comes to drummer, but we're still looking for that main drummer guy. Like Hayden's just helping us out for the session, so he's basically a session dude. So we're just waiting on our John Bonham, pretty much, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely been a process getting this fucking record done. Like I tortured my hands a lot, not jerking off, but like playing drums on the record. It just never worked out with anybody. Like their scheduling was just shit, and I was just like, okay, I guess I have to figure this shit out. And I was just like, wow. Like I remember the last day of recording, I did 3 days of drumming in a row, and then we had to do one more to fix some stuff because I fucked up. And I remember the last song we did was our Birds of a Feather cover from Billie Eilish, and I already finished it, but then John was like, okay, I want you, like we had like an hour and a half talk about business, just straight business stuff. And then he's like, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to inspire you, and I'm trying to get your mind off all this drumming right now. And he's like, here's what I want to do. I want to do one more take of Birds of a Feather because I think you got it. I think you could do better. And I'm like, okay. I didn't really want to because we already had the take, and he did this thing when we were doing Blackberry already, that when I redid those drums that same day, he put the volume up on all the fucking mics, so it was like I didn't have to do any dynamics. I could just play softly and get the fills in and all that shit, and I did it already. So then he's like, okay, I want you to do the same thing for Birds. Don't worry about the dynamics. Don't hit too hard, you know, because the mic's already raised up. I'm like, all right. So after he told me this shit about Tony Robbins and all this other stuff, I was like, all right. He's like, you're going to get this in one fucking take, okay? And I'm like, whatever you say, John. And I set on the kit, started washing in on the cymbals, did every part, and then I finish it, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, it's whatever. And then he literally comes up to me, fucking bawling, dude. Like, he's crying. Like, he's like, dude, you fucking did it. And I was like, I did it? He's like, dude, you fucking nailed it. You were inspired. Like, we did it. Like, we fucking did it. And I'm like, all right. And then he plays it back. And then I'm like, fuck, I did do it. Like, it was the perfect take. Like, we fine. And it was all in one full take. No fuck ups, no nothing. I was like, wow. Like, maybe that's one of our techniques we do is just raise all the fucking volume in there so it doesn't peak. And then you just fucking play softly or play at a normal volume, and then you just get the take. Maybe that's kind of what's in me. But yeah, he has a really great way of recording. You know, obviously I don't know that many producers, but I wouldn't really trust anybody else. Like, I'd rather just work with him until, I don't know, one of us croaks, I guess. But like, I just trust him. I trust him in my fucking life with this stuff. You know, he's taught me so much. He's taught so many other bands. He's like the godfather of this fucking Pomona scene in a way, like when it comes to these bands like Funds for Jimmy, Apollo Sun, Old Blood, Daydream Time Machine. All these people are like fucking, you know, I think thanks to him are better off. Like, he owns this fucking whole studio space, not just this room. There's so many lockouts, and he has a whole vision, and he wants to do that for all of us, you know. Like, he used to be a musician, or he still is a musician, but he used to have bands, did all that, and he's just trying to help out and for the community, and he's a real guy. He's a real pal, you know.
For sure. Yeah. I think when I met him, like, I didn't know anything about him, obviously, but like, I knew that he did care about how we sounded on stage, even though he didn't even know us. He didn't even care about us, but like, he just cared how we sound. And I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, like, he's there to do his job, you know. And like, later on, like, I got to know John, like, he's a cool guy, you know. I'm like, man, Yeah,
Yeah,
like
very-
you said, if without John, a lot of us wouldn't probably be here, or something like that.
Yeah. He's a very particular dude. Has his own little OCD moments and stuff, but like I love that about him. I love that he's so detail oriented.
Yes.
And he's taught me so much stuff about just business and how to not take things so personally, because sometimes like say we're opening for someone and they yelled at us for whatever the fuck, and like they're a bigger band and they could just throw us off the tour, whatever the fuck. He taught me the temperaments, the tolerance to like sit there and just take it, because he's like, dude, trust me, I've done it enough times to where I just kept my mouth shut, and then they eventually just go up to you and apologize the next day about their behavior, and then you're just all good. But if you would have kept yelling at them, something worse could have happened. So it's like, he's like, I used to do shit like that, but he's like, no, you gotta just take a breath and just be like,
yeah,
okay.
it's dumb, but it's kind of true.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take it when you have to, but then it's like, it's usually gonna work out in your favor later on.
That's what she said.
Yeah. You're so dumb. Fuck. What was we didn't get the answer for this, but like, what was like your best show for like Rogue Fame? What do you think? For me, it's like the Whiskey or like the Viper Room. I think for me, maybe even the Haven last show was pretty cool. I jumped on top of a car. I thought that shit was cool.
Haven was cool. They liked us. I think either one of the House of Blue shows or the Whiskey, because of I don't think we didn't even have our crowd there, but we pulled the crowd's attention, and I thought that was really cool.
Do you remember the fucking sound guys? I remember the I think it was either the opening band, or I don't remember if we were second or if we were third in the lineup. But
Whiskey?
Yeah. I think we might have been second, I think. But the first opening band, they said, oh, we have 2 songs left, and the guy's like, you have 1 song left, and I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. And then I just said, oh, we have 1 song left, and then he's all like, you can do 1 more. But this is like after I brought the girl up on stage, and like we fucking killed it on Nocturnal Animals, and then he, yeah, you're dumb. And then we had 1 more. We had Never Again to play, right? And then he's like, oh, you can do 1 more. And I'm like, no way. We're already over time. I did like the time calculations on when you were recording it on my phone. It was already over 30, and we only had a 30-minute set, and I think it was like probably 34. So they let us go for another like fucking like 6 minutes. And we fucking murdered, dude. People went ape shit. Like, I remember that, and I was just like, we leveled up. Like, you feel it mentally. You leveled up because you played that stage, you know? It's like Motley Crue, The Doors, fucking The Who. All these people fucking played this stage, and it's like, now you're here. No matter if it was a pay-to-play or not, you still got to play there, and then when you kill it, it's even better, you know? I really felt like the magic that night, you know?
That one was cool. That one was cool for the books, for sure.
And we got to meet Joey Belladonna from Anthrax.
I didn't meet him. But
You didn't get to meet him. Yeah. Me and Nick did.
He was DJing, so I don't know if...
It was karaoke. He does like,
There
I
you
thought
go.
it would have been like his band or like another band. I'm like, what the fuck? But like, I mean, it's cool if he wants to do that. I think it's different for sure. You know, not my favorite thing, but like, it's still like, it's cool that he gets to sing like Dio and all this other stuff. And he can still kill it, dude. He's a very smart guy too. And me and Nick talked to him, super into comedy, just super into gearhead for sure. So like, he definitely could tango with that. You know, really cool guy. And then we met his drummer, one of his drummer friends. Really cool guy too. Yeah. A lot of cool people you meet. And then,
Do you remember that time when we were at the fucking Rainbow?
Oh, I know,
And
Peter
you met
Dante?
Dude, that shit is crazy.
oh my god! Did I tell you
It
about
was
that, Carlos?
funny, dude.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm
It
gonna
was
tell this
cool.
story, and we'll probably like fucking cut it after this.
Real
But
quick.
yeah. So Peter Dante's a guy. He used to be in the Adam Sandler movies. I think he got cancer, soft cancer. I don't know what the fuck you call it anymore. I don't really give a fuck about what he said or did, but it wasn't even like really anything to me. But he, I could have sworn I recognized.
He
this
was
motherfucker.
racist towards black people.
No. He called, I don't know who the fuck he called. It sounded like hotel person, like the N-word or something. And then I think he sent like a dick pic, some girl, and then like something about killing his neighbor. Which I'm like, I don't know, man. I could actually support the killing neighbor thing because I have some shit neighbors. So I'm just kind of like, I gotta give you a pass on those. Like, what's it called? We're there at the Rainbow because you're dropping off your lady, right? And then I was there picking up something from Facebook Marketplace. And then we ended up just chilling at the Rainbow. And this was at like 2 p.m. or something on a fucking, like a Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a weekday.
Oh.
We're hanging out. We're sitting at the bar. I ordered a milkshake. He got like a beer. And then I'm like, I'm seeing this guy next to us. And I'm like, because he immediately introduced himself as Peter. And like, I was wearing my fucking glitter sequence thing already. So like I was already like obviously fucking being an attention whore. And then he introduced himself as Peter. And I was like, oh, what's up, dude? And then, you know, we just sat down. And then I'm like, why do I feel like I fucking recognize this guy? Like, so I started looking at him like Adam Sandler movie, and you're like, is he famous? And I'm like, I think so. And then I look up the guy, and it says Peter Dante, and I was like, because he said Pete, actually, he said Pete. I'm like, this is Peter Dante. He said Pete, and then right as I read Peter Dante, he introduces himself as Peter Dante behind us, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, he would always be like, yeah, I'm Peter Dante. You know?
Yeah. That was funny. That I was like, no way! Like this fucking dude's funny as fuck. You know, and I'm like, oh, dude. I'm like, well, now I know, but I don't want to be like one of those people that are all weird after they realize someone's famous next to them. I just treated him like a human fucking being. I was like, dude, are you Peter Dante, right? Like from Adam Sandler? He's like, oh, yeah. And we started talking shit after that. And it was just the three of us being all chummy, talking about music and whatever the fuck. And, you know, we were just a good vibe.
Yeah.
And I remember him talking about his song Indio he had about India. But then your ass, like, dude, you did one of those, like, Zoolander moments where you're, what did he say? He was like, he explained the whole song and what it was about, right? And then I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty interesting, dude. Like, just supporting the people in India and, like, just saying, like, you know, we're here, we exist, and we're cool. And then you were just like, so what's the song about? And I was like, what the fuck? What? And me and him both looked at you just like, he just said it, and it's that Zoolander moment where he's like, but why male models? He's like, I just told you. Like, it's literally that. And I was like, what the fuck, Tones? Like, you're fucking this shit up. And then, but then, you know, then luckily he didn't get, like, pissed about it. And then he said, like, he asked us if we ever played, like, the Whiskey. I'm like, oh, yeah, we played, but we don't be headlining. We're just, you know, fucking still opener status and stuff like that. And he's like, oh, how about I have you boys on one of our shows or something? Like, we have 3 out of the year. And this was, I think, a little before 2026. So it was, like, November or something. I don't remember when it was exactly. But I have his number now and shit. And he was just like, oh, yeah. And then Michael, which is the kid of the dude who used to own the Rainbow and the Whiskey but passed away, sadly. He was literally, like, behind us practically. And he was like, hey, Michael, put these kids on one of my shows. He's like, all right. And then it was just bada bing, bada boom. It's that fucking easy. So it's just like, if I could give anybody a lesson is dress to impress and talk some shit and just be a good hang. You don't know who the fuck you're gonna meet at wherever. You get a connection from anywhere, I think. And we were just being there and vibing for the moment, and we bumped into this guy, which is a cool fucking dude. I thought he was chill. You know, we sat there still talking shit for a bit, and I just felt like, damn, he hasn't even heard any of our music. So I was just like, let me show him like our new demo for New Obsession, and he fucking loved it. So he was like, yeah. I just wanted to make sure he knew that he wasn't hiring some shit band or something, you know, or just trying to do like a pity service, which I don't think he was doing, but I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, no, we're good. Like, we'll handle business. And I showed him the suits I wear. He's like, oh, you're fucking solid. So like, we're definitely cool. I'm just waiting to hit him up for the right time. We're obviously not gig ready right now because we're still doing the record and still need to make sure the practices get, you know, executed on a consistent thing. Then we'll fucking be able to hit him up and, you know, do a Whiskey show for sure. 'Cause I want to visit there with like a strong presence, you know. I think we've all been incubating for a long enough time to have a better stage presence and execution of our shows and stuff, you know. Just want to make sure we have some merch to sell and, you know, other things like that. So we're not just wasting our time just playing somewhere and no one giving a fuck.
With Peter Dante.
Yeah. That'd be it's such an honor. It'd be so fun. It'd just be so cool, dude. Just playing with people. I love it. And it's like you're getting embraced by people in the community. I fucking love that.
Yeah, I like jamming with people.
Yeah, it's
weirdos.
It's like GTA. It's like you're unlocking like different parts of the map and shit. Like they're gray, and then all of a sudden you meet a new person, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, bitch! Like let's go, new guy."
Gray, yeah.
But yeah, do you have any closing words before we get out of here?
To be honest, I would just say that, you know, I don't know what's going on, but keep yourself happy and healthy, because health insurance is expensive.
Go to Canada.
Go to Canada. Yes.
But yeah. All right. Well, that's been our show, the Rogan Famous, with Tones from Rogue Fame and myself from Rogue Fame. Hope you enjoyed this pod, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here, and we're gonna get drunk and, you know, late and stuff. You know, and feed my cats. Bye.
I mean, they're not to be cheesy, but they are our future.
Who's made up that saying? The kids are the future. Epstein or what?
That's crazy.
So he wanted to talk about that. Kind of free ball it, be like.
Oh, like
Ace Ventura.
no, Jimmy Page. Freaking
Jimmy Buffett.
what's his name?
Jimmy
Robert
Hendrix.
Plant when he was like
Oh, he does the
yeah,
ah.
I don't want to do that. That's it. Yeah.
Oh shit.